What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brian from Brian's Custom Auto coming at you today, this week, with a new video. And an update. As you can see, I am sitting inside the Harley-Davidson F-150. It's back for the paint work to be done, but outside of that, guys, we've already put 3,000 miles on this truck just since I got it running. And it's pulled a 17-foot boat back from South Carolina, and we're on the way right now to go pick up a 19-foot car hauler trailer or equipment trailer, so we can go pick up this other car Thursday. So yeah, it's going to be a little hit and miss in this one, but it's going to show you the second project vehicle up close and personal. And we got to pick up the engine for the banana boat down there. Banana boat, banana hammock. Hadn't quite figured out what we're going to call the yellow Camaro yet, but it's coming. Anyway, but just an update on the Harley-Davidson F-150, guys. 3,000 miles in. Hasn't used to drop oil. Hasn't leaked a drop of oil. Runs like a top. Again, Cylinder Head International for the heads. Johnny Lightning Performance for the cams. Guys, the truck runs great and has plenty of power. So there's your update on that. Now let's head to Kingsport, which is about 45 minutes away, and I'll bring you guys back when we get back, so I can show you what we have to do to the trailer before we take it. All right, everybody, we made it back yesterday. No issues at all out of that truck. Again, it runs like a top. However, we did have issues with the trailer. Right, so what I was saying is we got the tailgate to the trailer laying on the ground because it's all bent up. We're going to try and get it straight as we possibly can, but before we do that, we have a receiver laying right there that we're going to mount to the tongue of this trailer and install the winch on the trailer through a receiver, so that way we don't have to be hooking the chain up to pull all that jazz, you know, the great ingenuity there. Let me check my tires that I put on here yesterday, make sure they all got air in them. Good, good. Good, good. All right, let's pull this thing in. All right, so the goal is to mount that just like that, upside down on that tongue. But it needs to be up and in more, just a little bit. To do that, we need square channel. Yeah. So I'm going to cut up some pieces of this square channel here, figure out where I need my mounts at on here, place them where they need to be, start welding them in. We'll get them all angled in and set and go from there. All right, so we got our 4 squares cut. We got our angles cut onto the side of the hitch. Now we need to get our measurements for the tongue where the squares are going to fit at and mark those, clean that up real good, clean the receiver up really good, and get it all ready to melt together. And then once I'm done with that, I may come in and put some bead in there because that looks like trash, but that should take care of it, guys. Should. But we're going to put weld everywhere we can just to make this as strong as humanly possible. So let's get after it. She is mounted on there, welded up really good. Now, I don't know that I needed to leave these edges out there like that, but I did, just because. But see, we got the blocks welded to the tongue of the trailer. We got the tongue of the trailer welded to the front of the trailer. We got the blocks welded inside and out, top and bottom, always all the way up into there on both sides. So now I need to take my little brush, scrub that down, and I put some paint on it so it don't rust away. But there's the hole right there, so we're ready to go. I'll be putting the hitch in there here in just a minute, so see how good that works. And that will reach all the way back there and then some. I've got 50 feet of cable on there, and it should work out great for my for pulling a car up. So let's get it done. Like that, guys, it's on there. I literally just put my safety chain around that just because it really does not need it. But It's mounted in there. That gives us 18 extra feet of loading the car on, with plenty of room in front of the rear axles and room for the tires up here and all that jazz. But yeah, it's there. It's about as perfect as it can get. And that'll come out and stay here with me, and the trailer goes back, and then Jack can put whatever he wants in there on his. So unless we're trying to pull something on here that's going to pull the tongue clean off the trailer, this shouldn't ever go anywhere. Shouldn't. My famous last words, watch. But as for right now, guys, that's done. So we're going to throw this junk back in the metal pile where it goes, put the tailgate back on here, and then I'm done for today. And we leave out in the morning to go get this other car. So make sure you're following along the video so you can see what it is, if you hadn't already. All right, guys, here we are Thursday morning. Wednesday morning. Thursday. Today's Thursday. I don't know what day it is. Anyway, and we substituted Glenn for somebody way cuter. Shop foreman back there. And we are on our way back down here to get the second car and the small block and whatever else we may have left behind. So that's what all the work on the trailer was for. Changing the tires and putting the winch and all that on it. So we're gonna keep on rolling. We're gonna get down here and we will get this car loaded up, and I will see you in just a minute. All right, we made it here, guys, and we've been busy off camera. We're wandering around right now looking for the other seat to the Triumph. Not that it's really a big deal, but if it's there, we'll grab it. Lorelei's crawled back into the car because she got cold, because it is chilly here. I don't see it. The only tan seat I see, Jack, is them tan foldables right there, which might be good for the passenger side, actually.
Yeah.
I think that might be the exhaust to it, but I don't need it. Like I say, with what I have planned for that car, that exhaust ain't gonna do no good in it. So yeah, we got a little MGB loaded with all the parts we could find to it. The winch setup on the front absolutely worked like a charm. We put a strap around the engine that's on here. Keep in mind, me and this man, I'll be doggone, he found it. Good job, Jack. Ooh, put it back. Yeah. Let's pretend like we didn't see that.
It's up to you.
I better throw it in there. All right, I'll throw it in there. It's ugly, but I'll throw it in there just in case. Because if nothing else, them rails on the bottom will do what I need.
Well, it can be reupholstered. So.
Yeah, but I'm not restoring this car, so I don't care about that. But it'll be a good little racing seat.
Right.
Yeah.
What else might be?
That's the oil pan and stuff to the MG. That might be the starter, but I don't know. Because that's a Ford bolt pattern on that. So, oh no, that's not, that might be MG stuff. Let me check on her right here. All right, so there it is on there. We're all set, strapped down, ready to go. There's the small block that goes with it. We got our lights on. He's taking it right across the road. You're gonna grade the gravel in the process. So I'm gonna shut this door down, lock it up, text him, let him know we're done and out of here. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the house. Case in point, guys, I tell y'all about the railroad tracks here. And I'm not judging by any means, guys, but that kind of fits with the profile, if you understand what I'm saying. So just remember, be careful on the railroad tracks. Anyway, loaded up in the truck and we are headed back. Jack, that was probably the easiest one yet, wasn't it?
Yeah, by far.
I mean, it does kind of help that the car only weighs, 800 pounds. But, I mean, even with getting the engine on was super painless. And she's buckled in. What you eating on? Well, we made it back to the Tri-Cities. We're at the gas station now. And guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Mother Nature, she is a twat. It is cold. I'm gonna have to get home and get my hoodie maybe even a snowsuit, just to get this car unloaded. My Lord. Cold. Cold. Come on, warm weather. Today's the first day of spring too, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Today is the first day of spring and it's already like this. Anyway, you about ready to pack it in there, Jody?
I think so.
What you think about this nice warm weather?
I got the chills.
And of course our co-pilot back there, shop manager's tuckered out. She done gave up the ghost on us. So, yeah, let's get on to the Casa, back to the Brian's Custom Auto compound. See ya. All right, so it took a while because the new tires that I put on the trailer yesterday, although they seemed great, I didn't balance the tires because you normally don't balance tires for a trailer. But let me tell you something, we hit 60 mile an hour and I felt like we were in a washing machine. Anyway, so now that the car is here, let's take a closer look at it and look in it and see what all we actually got with this, and then I'll tell you kind of what the game plan may be. Okay? All right, so here she is. You'll notice the deck lid's a different color. Overall, the body's pretty straight. The hood's a different color. We did find both seats. I showed y'all that. Now, in here right off the bat, I kind of wasn't really looking too much to see what all was being grabbed and thrown in here. But now that we have a minute, we can look. So, again, we got both seats. We got the clutch right there. We've got this little breather box thing. Okay. We've got a heater core, a starter over there. Come around. Let's see. A mirror. There's the MG logo for the trunk that goes right there. Get a good look at this dash in here, guys. It's pretty cool. One big crack right in the middle of the dash. Otherwise, perfect. Nice mirror. There you are. Wave at yourself. Let's see. Is there anything in the glove box here? Nope. That's empty. Let's see. MGB Tour and MGB GT. Vehicle capacity 420 pounds, which means you can't be a fat boy and have one of these. See driver's handbook for complete. Okay. So, guys, I don't know really what this car is, okay? I know it's an MG, but I don't know if it's the MGB or the MG Midget. So, if somebody else knows, please let me know. Tell me what I'm looking at, okay? Anyway, okay. So, here's the body. And as you can see, the body looks really, really, really straight. Now, there's a trim that goes all down through here. But since I don't have that, then I guess we'll just kind of scratch over that. Not that it matters. Got a turn signal there, got a glass headlight there, got an ugly bumper right there with the MG logo. There's a hood that luckily Jack found. And yes, I know that seat is sitting up there. Actually, let's move it. See if I can show you all the engine in this thing. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Get my second hand in there. All right. Now, you'll notice there's not an engine in here. Still got the tag right there. Got a little transmission down there. All the wiring is still here. Hadn't been eaten completely up by the rats. Got a little expansion tank there. Guys, it's just a cool little car, right? We'll set that back down. Now, if you followed my channel before, you already know I did a Triumph Spitfire, one of the first cars I did on this channel. Oh, look, we need to keep an eye out somewhere in the body of this. Hopefully it's in here. But this had 3 windshield wipers across the front. Okay, really cool. Got awesome little wind wing windows. Like I said, we found 1 mirror. Not that that's going to matter. Floor pans in this are not horrible. We got a button down there. Oh, that's the light switch. Huh. Where does that go? Now I have to figure out where that goes. We'll just put that right back down there. We got a whirly-do here. Put that over there next to that whirly-don't. And actually, you know what? And check this out, guys. The doors on this are crusty. It shuts tight. Like real tight. Anyway, so yeah. Here's that little MG logo that goes right there. We'll end up putting that back in. We got these guys right here. Not 100% sure. Actually, I think I just figured it out. Right up there. Yep, that's where those go. Already learning stuff. That's your armchairs. Anyway, look at that itty bitty clutch and flywheel. Tiny little thing. And there's another part of the underdash right there too. Anyhow, not a biggie. But I want to flip that chair over and set it over here real quick. So here it is, restored. Perfect, like new. Okay, because the other chair's there, I want to put it in too, just so it ain't in the weather. We'll set these inside, down in here, like so. There's the top, the rail for the convertible. It's all there. Let's look inside here. Now, guys, while we was there, we found a 1/4 of a floor pan and the door panel for that yellow Camaro down there too. Now, I'm ready to look in here and see what's in there. Oh, I meant to show you guys this. Check out the wheels. They are awesome. I love the fact that they are the knockoff. For those of you that don't know, there's supposed to be in this car somewhere a wrench. A big, like, wrench that fits on this. And you have to hit it with a hammer and it knocks this nut off, and that's how you take the whole wheel off. If you want to see how that's done, go watch the episode of Roadkill where David Freiberger bought a lowrider on hydraulics. And they blew a tire and spent like hours breaking hammers trying to get these off. And I'm standing there screaming at the TV going, there's a tool for that. I have never owned a set of these. So this is actually quite cool. So I'm excited to get inside there and see what's in there. But okay, now let's get inside the trunk and see what's in there. Because I have not seen inside this trunk not one time, guys. This will be my first time looking in it with y'all. I bet it's going to take both hands. I got it. Here, y'all can look first. Is there anything in there? Anything? Huh. Gee, what a surprise. That's not bolted on either. All right, we'll set this off. Just cut my finger. Cut my finger. Oh, crap. Cutting my finger. Made of metal. Whew. That was a little tender. All right, set that right there. Oh, wow, there's all kind of stuff in the trunk. Mouse house. Why'd Stuart Little have to come home with me? Oh, there's seat belts in here. There's the stereo, guys. Spark-O-Matic with an equalizer. Holy crap. There's all the trim. There's all the trim that goes down the sides there, guys. How cool is that? Again, I did not even look in here. There's the center console. Oh. Smoker. I guess since it's a convertible, it's okay. Oh, it's a British car. It had to be a smoker, right? Oh. Oh my God, there's the cigarette lighter. And is that the window crank? How cool is that, guys? All right, we got a water pump. There's the ring for the shifter boot. Got us a new water pump with gasket. More seat. Yes, yes, yes. Here, let's pull Spark-O-Matic out. Yes, 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 yes. Do you see what I see? Got a phone call from the wife. He let me know she's off work. Okay, so where I left off. There's the knockoff for the center wheel, or for the, yeah, for the lug nut. All right. So, what I was saying, how this works, you can see where this has hammer beat marks on it. That fits on that. Just like so. Sorry, I got y'all zoomed way in. But that fits on there just like that. And then you hammer it, and that big nut comes off the center like a sprint car, and then that's how you put it back on as well. So, this has to stay with the car, obviously. Now, let's see. Got the factory wheel from England. It says made in England. You don't say, oh boy. Let's see what else is in the More Mouse house. Look at that. Wow. Factory jack, guys. Weird looking little thing. I don't know what that is. Somebody jump in the comments and let me know what half this stuff is. I do not know. That is a weird looking little jack. That is neat though. Huh. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. And then the back wheel tie down right there. Not bad. Random piece of metal. Cool, cool, cool. And then you can see right there the gas tank goes straight from there down into the trunk, unlike the Triumph that went in up top up there. This is a pretty awesome little car, guys. There. Drop that back in there. Here's the trunk latch right there. And we will just set all this trim back into the trunk. That is too cool. RD, so I'm guessing right door. Let's see. Yep. Cool deal. It's marked. All right. That is awesome, guys. That is so cool. I was saying that it didn't matter that the trim wasn't there a minute ago because I wasn't planning on using it. Hey, what is that? A nitrous button? But we might put the trim back on it after all. Look how straight the car is though, guys. It is too cool. So, I have my idea what I want to do to this car. I want your opinion. Tell me what you think I should do with it. Okay? I want to know if this was your car sitting in your yard and the possibilities were absolutely 110% endless. Okay? Meaning, oh God, that manifold's heavy. Even if it is little. But if this was your car and you had any choice in the world to do, what would you do with it? Alright? Hey, that's cool. Somebody tell me what this is. On top of the shifter, you got your 1, 2, 3, 4 and reverse, but it's got an on-off switch on top. Or no, in-out. Somebody let me know what that is. That's neat. I've never seen that before. But anyway, let's get our seat in. But yeah, tell me what you would do if this was your car. Okay? Tell me possibilities being whatever. You got welders, cutters, grinders, everything you could possibly think of. As I was saying, possibilities are completely endless. You can do whatever you want to it. What are you doing to this car? Okay? I want to see who has some really good ideas. Now, keep in mind the idea of a restoration is not there. Okay? I'll tell you why. Make it very simple. Budget not being an issue on this, and I say that respectfully here, budget not being an issue because this may be a several year project. I'm not planning on that. I'm planning on this being done by maybe midsummer of next year. Okay. Now, what would you do? I have in my building down there, I have a really awesome 270 cubic inch inline 6-cylinder and a really big turbo sitting over there that I might be able to shoehorn in there. There's that as an option. Oh, keep in mind, guys, I want to do my best to try and keep the knockoff wheels on this as long as I can, okay? I don't want to go putting Krager's or anything like that on there. I want to try and keep the knockoffs on it. Maybe put some kind of different wheel on the back of it temporarily for like maybe 2 minutes at a time. If you're catching what I'm saying. Give me an idea. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. I'm not restoring the car. Plain and simple. Do we clean it up, put some paint on it, drop that inline 6 in it with the turbo, or what? Plant that little seed out there for you. Because, I mean, we have options. Actually, that's for the Camaro. But, yeah. I give me an idea. All right. So, that being said, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Make sure you do me a favor. You comment, like, subscribe. If you don't know if you're subscribed, do me a favor. Head over and check it to see if you are, because YouTube's doing that thing where it's subscribing and unsubscribing people and all that stuff. Not subscribing. It don't subscribe to nobody, but it'll unsubscribe everybody. So double check that. And tell me what you think. Okay? Tell me what you want to see done with it. If you want to see it dove off a cliff, we may even possibly do that. Who knows? All right. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I got to pick this mess up. Wife's on the way home, and it's going to be dinner time, and I'm tired because it was a long day going to get this car. Okay? I know this wasn't a long video, but like I said, it was just getting this car ready to get here. Never know. Your idea might be the one that goes into it. Thanks, everybody.